And now, another Rock Sports Network presentation.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome here to Spencerport, where we are set for Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week here on Rock Sports Network. Boys lacrosse action, it's the Spencerport Rangers and the Pittsford Panthers here on Rock Sports Network. Early morning action, the 5-4 Rangers, the 4-3 Panthers squaring off here today in this early morning tilt. Mike Rose, thrilled to be with you here this morning for what should be a action-packed matchup. We had a great one here last night between these two schools in girls lacrosse action, expecting another good one here today in boys lacrosse action. And the last time we had Spencerport for you here on Rock Sports Network, it was the Zach Tortora show in the pouring rain, putting on a show when he scored 6 goals, and Tortora up to 40 points on the season, 26 goals, 14 assists coming into play tonight. His running mate, Jaden Mandarano, not far behind, 20 goals, 14 assists for him. Those are the names to watch up front today for Spencerport. On the other side, for Pittsford, it will be a little bit more of a balanced attack. They got a lot of weapons up front that they can utilize. 4 different players with 19 or more points, but none with more than 22. So a lot of weapons up front for Pittsford. Ian Erskine among the leaders, Luke Fliss, Brady Gotts, Avery Valenti, that quartet of 19 or more point scorers for this Pittsford team. So certainly a lot of firepower up front. In goal, Spencerport Taylor Kay, their regular starting goalie. He recorded his 300th career save last time out, and he is going to get the start here again today for the Rangers, and he will certainly play a big factor in trying to slow down this high-powered Spencerport attack here today. Meanwhile, on the other side, for Pittsford, Liam Brett and Bear Werheim, the duo in goal this season. As the starters get introduced now, it looks like it will be Werheim who gets the start here today in goal for Pittsford. But we will confirm that as we get started here in this one. As we are moments away from getting started with our first quarter, I want to remind you tonight's first quarter brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab. At Lattimore, their physical therapists enjoy the work they do and bring a positive attitude to their patients' therapy experience. They want their patients' therapy to be something they look forward to each and every session. If patients tell their friends and family about the work they've done at Lattimore, they know they've done their job. Visit LattimorePT.com for more information. Starters have been introduced as we are just about ready to go in this tilt here today. Spencerport and Pittsford. Pittsford in Class A, much like the girls' game last night. Class A versus Class B tilt. This Pittsford team currently occupying the 6th place spot in the sectional standings with their 4-3 record at this point in the season. As everybody trying to keep pace with McQuaid, who's raced out to a 10-0 start to the season in Class A. And Class B, Spencerport currently tied for first place in the sectional standings. They're locked up with Canandaigua right now, but a very competitive Class B this season. Victor Arondecoit not far behind in the standings right now, and a big part of Spencerport's wiggle room is they've played 9 games this season to Victor's 8, so we'll see how it all shakes out, but we're underway in this one, as possession will be awarded to the Rangers here today in their home whites. Pittsford in their dark uniforms here on the road. And we'll see the Rangers with it first. We mentioned some of the names to note up front: Tortora, as well as Mandarano. Also we'll hear Zachary Anjavananda's name throughout the course of the day if the Rangers are finding some offensive success. Right now, Tortora playing catch up top with his buddy Jamison Brown. We'll look to set up here offensively for the Rangers. Nice move to create some space there by Mandarano as Spencerport working a little deeper in the possession game here now. Their opening possession and their opening goal as Mandarano with an athletic maneuver there just to get that one on frame, and he puts it home. He beats Wareham, who's just a 7th grader, the starting goalie for this Pittsford team, and Mandarano strikes first. And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead, not even a minute into this one, just 56 seconds in. Spencerport coming off a tough loss the other night to Fairport, so looking to get back in the win column here today. They have lost 3 of their last 4 as this Rangers team, as the flag flies here, as Pittsford sets up for their first possession of this game, and that one fired. Looks like it may have been redirected wide of the goal there by Kay on the shot from Braden Gotts. And now it looks like we'll assess the penalty here against Spencerport, as they look to sort this thing out here. I believe it's Nick Luciano who's going to be whistled as the guilty party here as he heads off for 30 seconds. So Pittsford with a good opportunity here to tie it up early on. So Shiano gets 30 seconds for a push, and Pittsford with 30 seconds, a man up. Gotts. They work it around the perimeter. Fliss. Cutting into the middle. They couldn't find him. Works back out to Gotts in front with an opportunity, and that one denied in front by Taylor Kay. Good work again by the senior goalie. So he makes a big-time stop. Penalty time is up. And now the Rangers will look to advance ahead. Kay working well out of his goal here. Spencerport. They give it up to Tortora, as he marches ahead. Whips it and flips the field to the other side there to Ajavananda. Mandarano set up down low as the Rangers look to get their attack rolling once again. It was a 15-goal onslaught against Churchville Chili, but dropping the last game to Fairport 11-6. So that game against Churchville, the lone bright spot in this recent run from this Rangers team. They certainly would like to get things turning back in the right direction here tonight, or this morning. As we're just over 3 minutes into the first quarter here now. Been a little bit of a slow pace to this thing early on as Spencerport turns it over. And Avery Valenti brings it back the other way. His pass bouncing off of a number of defenders and taken away by the Rangers as they race the other way in transition. Sean Bard will stop up and look for some reinforcements. He has Tortora crossing in front of him, and now Bard will just reverse fields to the other side. Has it knocked free momentarily, but able to maintain possession. Whips one up top. That eventually finds its way to Tortora, although that wasn't his intended target. Now Tortora being guarded one-on-one well up high, as he directs traffic here for the Rangers. Racing in and dropping up behind the net to Mandarano. Jaden Manarano trying to power in front. He gets decked, but able to maintain possession, get it back, bounces it off the side of the cage, and it's scooped up there by Dane Lewis. Pittsford will now march the other way again with Gotts. Both teams generating some offense, but right now just the lone goal off the stick of Mandarano. Pittsford will slow things down now. Jack Healy with it up top. Want to remind you today's first quarter brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapy. Lattimore Physical Therapy's network of clinics currently offer 29 locations throughout the area, including North Shiloh, Gates, Brockport, and a new location in Churchville. They provide access to more than 80 certified physical therapists who have experience treating most conditions and sports injuries, and in most cases can schedule their patient's first appointment within 1 week. They offer initial consultations within 24 hours for your convenience. Visit LattimorePT.com for more information. That one skids through the stick of Gotts, and he can't scoop it back up, although now he does, and gets taken out. And ultimately, possession is going to be awarded to Spencerport out of that scrum. Flipping the field now to Bard, who quickly moves it ahead to Tortora. Tortora powering along the outside. And now he'll set up from behind the cage. Sheds a defender, has some space. Shut down there initially by Lewis. Now it gets in front. Mandarano bounces one up over the top as he looks to the heavens, wondering how he missed that one. Spencerport maintains possession here. Just over midway gone here in this first quarter. Once again, it'll be Tortora. Works it all the way back out near midfield, trying to isolate here against Daniel Coyne. Tortora, as he's hitting the deck, fires one towards goal. It directs just wide. Jamison Brown going to be there to maintain possession. Jamison Brown now behind the cage. He drops one off to Gavin Brown, and now it reverses around to Mandarano. With Tortora up top. Jaden Mandarano rifles one towards goal. That one goes wide as well. But once again, Jamison Brown quick to that back line. Spencerport's had 3 shots on this possession, but haven't been able to find one cleanly on goal yet. Ajavananda on the outside. He's being harassed by Lewis. Dishes it off to Jamison Brown. Brown works in front, gives it up. Ajavananda thought about firing, gives it up to Tortora, who couldn't corral it cleanly, but quickly scoops it up before Coyne could take it away. As the Rangers hemming down this Pittsford team on this end of the field. Tortora found some space, and he slid on the turf. Flag flies. He dishes it in front. It deflects home as Gavin Brown able to finish in front. And a chaotic-looking play ends up in a goal for the Rangers. As great poise there from Tortora while he hits the deck. Still able to find Brown up top and put it home. So with 4:09 to go here in the first, the Rangers extend their lead to 2-0. Pittsford's also going to pick up a penalty as Charles Hazel will sit for a minute for tripping, so it was not slipping on the turf there from Tortora. It was a trip is going to be the determination. That one chipped along and secured. Well, they said secured by Pittsford, but they were going to say that Ian Erskine went across that line. Now they're going to reverse that call, I believe. Nope, it will be Spencerport possession. So they're going to say Erskine crossed that line too soon to gain possession. As Brody Kay gives it up to Tortora and drops back into his position. Mandarano will now work from up top as the Rangers look to get their full complement of attackers onto the field. Tortora bounces that one up over the top where he may have gotten a piece. Mandarano trying to work against Zach Bennett. That one works out to Ajavananda. He hit the side of the netting. And so Weirham will scoop it up and move it ahead. Carter Champion racing past the Spencerport defense. Champion will reverse back and give it up. Erskine. Up top to Valenti. Haven't seen this Pittsford attack get to set up much in this game. I mentioned they have a lot of weapons offensively, but haven't been able to showcase that yet. And you got to give credit to what Spencerport's been able to do in terms of controlling the possession game. Braden Gotts, one of those weapons, dishes it out wide to Valenti. Fliss moves it along. That shot denied there by Kay. Good look there from Luke Elva. But another good stop there by Taylor Kay, who's made a couple of big-time stops already. Only been tested a couple of times, but he has stood up to each one. That's going to be a turnover back to Pittsford. But quickly taken back by the Rangers. Good work defensively there by Brody Kay to chop that one free. Now he'll advance forward with possession and flips it along to Ajavananda. Ajavananda weaving through traffic on the outside, trying to create some space. Gives it up to Mandarano. Finds Jamison Brown, who just came onto the field. He fires one wide. It'll stay on this end of the field. Just under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. I want to remind you, today's first quarter brought to you by Lattimore Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab. At Lattimore, their physical therapists enjoy the work they do and bring a positive attitude to their patients' therapy experience. They want their patients' therapy to be something they look forward to each and every session. If patients tell their friends and family about their success at Lattimore, they know they've done their job. LattimorePT.com for more information. Appreciate you joining us here this morning into this afternoon on Rock Sports Network for our Bill Grace High School Lacrosse Game of the Week. As we hit the final minute here in quarter number one. Ajavananda working against Cole Gotts. Reverses towards Tortora, but he couldn't corral it. Dane Lewis scoops it up, and here comes Pittsford. Cole Gotts gives it up to Erskine, and another save made by Kay. And Spencerport going to be awarded possession here with 34.5 seconds to go. Taylor Kay, the story of this first quarter. 3 big-time saves already. Spencerport turns it over again as Pittsford trying to get one last chance here before the break. Braden Gotts maneuvering on the outside with now 10 seconds to go. Gotts sends it in front. Down to 5 seconds now. A shot. Kay makes another stop against Gotts. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. Taylor Kay standing tall as the Rangers take a 2-0 lead into the second here on Rock Sports Network.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, Bill Gray's.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
And welcome back here to Spencerport as we get set for quarter number 2. Rangers 2, Pittsford 0 here in this boys lacrosse action, or Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week here. Early morning, 11 a.m. start here in Spencerport today. And in the first quarter, Taylor Kay, he ate his Wheaties this morning. He came to play in this one, made 4 big-time saves in that first quarter to keep Pittsford scoreless thus far. And looks like he's going to be tested once again as Pittsford controls the opening faceoff of quarter number 2, which is brought to you by Bob Johnson Auto Group. Bob Johnson Auto Group offers 20 different auto manufacturers, ranging from Chevy to Ford to Toyota and many more, in 26 locations throughout New York State. Choose from 1,000 vehicles in stock, and check them out online at bobjohnsonautogroup.com to find a location near you. Good work by by Spencerport. Defensively, they create a turnover, and now Kay lofts one ahead. That is unable to be corralled there on the sideline by Ajavananda. Had to kind of kick that one up to himself and couldn't dance across that sideline and maintain possession. Cole Gotts gives it up to Braden Gotts. And now Fliss working here on the near side. Max Morgenstern, the man working behind the cage right now for Pittsford. He has possession now. Fliss couldn't corral that pass cleanly, otherwise he looked like he was ready to let one rip. Now Valenti. Morgenstern again back to Fliss. Pittsford being held to the outside. Fliss's pass a little behind Braden Gotts, and it'll be scooped up there by Talon Canali, who nearly beat his own goalie with a pass back to Taylor Kay. Did well to juggle that one and keep it from entering his own net. And now Kay advancing well out of his cage and finds Sean Bard in the midfield area. And timeout going to be called here by Spencerport. 9:52 to go here in the second. Rangers lead 2-0 here on Rock Sports Network.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigel's has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
You'll get more for your money. You'll get much greater value. You talk to
had surgery and his pain was put to ease.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Back here in Spencerport, Rangers call for time. They lead 2-0 as we reconvene out of the timeout. Early second quarter action here in our Bill Grays High School Lacrosse Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network. So far it has been Taylor Kay who has stood tall against this Pittsford attack and stonewalled it thus far. And now the Rangers with possession, and they're going to look to extend their lead on this trip. Mandarano got our scoring started today, and then Gavin Brown was able to put home a nice feed from Zach Tortora to extend the lead to 2. Tortora gets taken out again, and he's going to draw a flag from the official for the second time today. He was jockeying for position there with Pittsford's Keegan Ahern. As Mandarano works in, he hits the deck again. It works in front of Jivananda, pushes it up over the top. And with that, the penalty will now be assessed. And Ahern didn't waste any time heading towards the sideline. I think he knew exactly what that call was going to be. So Ahern will sit for a minute. And it's going to be the second trip that Tortora draws already in this first half. Spencerport scored on the sequence where Tortora got tripped the first time, but weren't able to score with the advantage. That one works out back towards midfield. Spencerport will maintain control for now. 40 seconds left in the penalty time. Mandarano dishes it out wide, but it can't be corralled. It's scooped up by Zachary Bennett. He races the other way for Pittsford. In transition, Bennett rifles it home. End-to-end action for Bennett. And Pittsford gets on the board. Well, shorthanded. Great effort there by Zachary Bennett. An individual display there. And the lead's cut in half with 8:46 to go in the second quarter. As the senior defenseman providing some offensive firepower for this Pittsford team. I told you it could come from all over the place. How about from your defense? The ensuing draw controlled by Josiah Joyner as Kay is called upon to make another big-time stop as he denies Erskine. Pittsford once again maintaining control. 10 seconds left in the penalty time. As Braden Gotts circles it back to Erskine. Penalty time expires. We're back even. Doesn't get much better of a kill than that. Short-handed goal. Cut the lead in half, and now you have possession here if you're Pittsford with Valenti. Valenti working against Jamison Brown. Dishes it up top. Couldn't be corralled cleanly, but scooped up by Erskine. Gives it up to Braden Gotts. Now Fliss working into the middle. Had it chopped off his stick, but he scoops it right back up on the run. Pittsford will reset now with Fliss. Out wide to Braden Gotts. Despite the effort from Bennett, these offensive attackers have yet to get rolling for Pittsford. Valenti thought about a shot. Now dishes it out wide, and Kay snares another one. Just gobbling up every shot fired his way seemingly in this one. And now an outlet pass on the run to Jamison Brown. Brown being double-teamed there, just buried in the corner. And maybe a little too much on that defensive stand there from Pittsford. Looked like they jarred it loose cleanly, but then just kind of buried him into the turf there in that corner. Here on the near side. As Tortora trying to get free against Fliss, but cannot do it. Being smothered there up top. So Mandarano will hold it. Runs into Tortora, but creates a little bit of space. And dishes it behind the cage. Bouncing ball, it's available and scooped up there by Dane Lewis. So both teams really standing up here defensively in what has maybe not been the cleanest game by either of these teams, as right on cue, that pass out wide goes through the stick of Bennett, and Pittsford gifts one right back. Gotta believe both teams a little frustrated with some of the errant passes here in this first half. Tortora puts it up too high over the top and is going to be called for a crease violation, so it's going the other way. So both teams continuing to trade miscues, essentially, as we're over halfway gone here in quarter number 2. Right up the middle. It works to Valenti. He sheds a defender right off him and dishes it ahead to Braden Gotts. He can't corral it cleanly. It's scooped up by Kay. Kay gets decked in the goal, and now we have a little bit of extracurriculars down in front of the Spencerport goal, as Taylor Kay was not happy with that hit. The physicality ratcheting up in this one with every second that ticks off the clock. Cooler heads do prevail, and now I believe it should be Spencerport possession here. Tortora has it as they send it in. Trying to work into the middle, but he's shut down there nicely by Ahern, who took the tripping penalty earlier. Ajavananda circles Mandarano, who had the opening goal of this game. Being watched there by Bennett, who has the lone Pittsford goal. Mandarano rifles one that just bounces wide of the cage. So now it's Jamison Brown as we tick under 5 to go here in the first half. Tortora. All eyes seemingly on him for this Pittsford defense. Trying to hesitate to the outside, but great work again by Ahern. Dished up top. Ajavananda winds and fires. Denied there on a great save by Weirheim. And the loose ball scooped up by Pittsford. Fliss on the run. His pass up for grabs now on the ground ball. There's a Pittsford player that gets drilled in that middle of that pile. It was Braden Gotts. And he is still down at the end of that play. And as they check on Braden Gotts, we will step aside. 4:17 to go here in the first half here on Rock Sports Network.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Back here in Spencerport, Gotts was able to get back to his feet and work to the sideline. Braden Gotts, that is. So hopefully he is good to go and ready to return here at some point in this game. But as we reset, it will be Pittsford possession. After Gotts kind of got buried in that pile. As stumbling to the turf there behind the net was Luke Elva, and sensing danger, Pittsford will call for timeout. 4:02 left here in the first half. As Pittsford calls for time, they trail by 1. We'll step aside here on Rock Sports Network.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Back here in Spencerport, our Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network. It has been a battle here early on in this one. 4:02 left in the first half. A low-scoring affair sees the Rangers leading the Panthers 2-1. As Spencerport called for time to maintain, Pittsford called for time to maintain their possession as Elva stumbled to the turf back behind the cage. Fliss will send it in. Pittsford has not gotten a goal from their attackers yet in this game. The lone goal that they have scored came from Zach Bennett, who scooped one up shorthanded, raced end to end, and was able to beat Taylor Kay, and that has been no easy task so far in this first half. Taylor Kay has been excellent so far in this game. As that one rifled along and sent wide from Valenti. Jack Healy moves it along to Fliss as Pittsford maintains possession. Fliss and Morgenstern play catch, and now it's reversed back the other way. Pittsford trying to tie this game. And that one rifled along, and it does not beat Kay. Valenti sent a bullet on goal. It rattled the cage, but it did not find the back of the net. As we're under 3 to go here in the first half. Taylor Kay finally lost one along to Brody Kay. Flag flies here on the near side. Brody Kay working all the way in and trying to shovel one into the back of the net. It goes wide. And now a penalty will be assessed here. It looks like it's going to go against Fliss. So Fliss is going to be called offsides. 30 seconds. He will sit. Big opportunity here for Spencerport to try and extend their lead. Tortora just has to roll it back to Ajavananda as he's being hounded. Mandarano reverses. They tried to work it into the middle, and it ended up just floating right onto the stick of Ahern. As we're under 2 to go. Long outlet pass ahead is skied and secured there by Valenti. Put in front, and that one bounced over the top as 2 flags fly on the play. Erskine was right on the doorstep. He got drilled from behind. Got to believe Spencerport going to be the guilty party on that one. As Ian Erskine had a great chance, maybe the best of the game for Pittsford. And our officials here were all over that one. So 1:45 to go here in the second quarter. Ajavananda called for the push. 30 seconds for him. Can Pittsford cash in as that one goes wide off the stick of Cole Gotts? Panthers maintain control. Braden Gotts. Reverses to Cole Gotts. In front, Valenti, deflected wide by Kay. Taylor Kay standing tall again. That one bounces up over the top on the try from Erskine. Penalty time's expired. Pittsford maintains control in the final minute here in the first half. Fliss rifles one that deflects wide. And that one bounces all the way into the netting, well behind the cage. And another flag flies on this play as it looks like it is Brody Kay being sent off. He gets a minute for a slash. Is 1:01 to play, so it's going to take us pretty much to the end of the quarter. Pittsford with a chance to tie this game at 2. Spinning free, Braden Gotts. Kay denies again, but the rebound is put home by Cole Gotts. As the net was vacated, Kay couldn't control the rebound cleanly, and Pittsford ties the game at 2 with 39.3 seconds to go. Big-time goal there by Cole Gotts. As he scoops up the loose change, and finally, Pittsford able to beat Taylor Kay. It took a rebound in front with a man advantage, but they get it done nonetheless and tie this game at 2. And a massive collision in the midfield area as this game has really ratcheted up in physicality as the officials are going to need to rein this thing in here a little bit. That was a bone-crushing hit in the midfield area. Good to see, I believe it was Morgenstern who got taken out, bounced right back up. But all 3 officials coming together now and sending everybody away as they try and sort this one out. I think all 3 officials on the field threw a flag on that play. I do see 3 flags down, so certainly some things to clean up here in the late stages of this second quarter. And our second quarter today brought to you by Bob Johnson Auto Group. Bob Johnson Auto Group offers 20 different auto manufacturers ranging from Chevy to Ford to Toyota and many more in 26 locations throughout New York State. Choose from thousands of vehicles in stock. Check them out online at bobjohnsonauto.com to find a location near you. So we'll see how they sort this thing out. As I had mentioned earlier in the second quarter, things had certainly ratcheted up in terms of the physicality department. But taken to another level here late in the second quarter. So Brody K is going to pick up a cross-checking penalty. And then it looks like Keegan Ahern's going to pick up a minute on the other side for Pittsford for unnecessary roughness. And after all that, a timeout called by Spencerport. Yeah, so Ahern sits for unnecessary roughness. K sits for the cross check. So we'll stay even here for a minute apiece on either side. This is a 2-2 game now as Spencerport opened up the scoring with 2 goals in the first. Mandarano, followed by Gavin Brown. And then playing with the man advantage, Spencerport turns it over. It's scooped up by Zachary Bennett. He goes end-to-end, rifles one home past Taylor Kay to cut the lead in half. And then moments ago, with the man advantage, it was Cole Gotts stuffing home a rebound on the shot from Braden Gotts. And Cole finishes it off to give Pittsford their second goal of the game and tie things up at 2 apiece. Spencerport will have possession here out of the timeout. And we'll see if they can potentially cash in here before the break. It'll be in possession of Tortora when the restart of play begins. Both teams short a man right now, so a lot of space with which to operate for both of these teams. As Tortora backpedals, staring up at the clock as it ticks under 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Being watched closely there by Daniel Coyne. Tortora now with 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Circling behind the net now with 10. Tortora. Is he going to get one last shot away? Dishes it up top. Mandarano spinning with 3. Now 2. Fires, and he finishes with 1.7 seconds left. Jaden Mandarano gives the lead back to the Rangers. Big time goal right before the break. Mandarano cashes in with his second of the day. And Tortora picks up his second assist of the ball game. And that will be the last blow here in the first half as one draw left to take us to halftime. And that'll do it. An action-packed, low-scoring affair here in half number 1, but the Rangers find themselves ahead 3-2 as we hit the break thanks to a pair of goals from Jaden Mandarano. Second half coming up in just a few minutes. We got another good one brewing here in Spencerport today. Stay with us, our Bill Grace High School Lacrosse Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's. You'll get more for your money. You'll get much greater value. You talk to kind, courteous people who really care. They're so sincere. I recommend them to my family. I recommend them to my friends. They've gone way above and beyond my great expectations. It's Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet.
While we celebrate 140 years of serving our community, the kind of delicious joy that lasts a lifetime, we look forward to serving you for 140 more. With hardworking, wholehearted, passionate people who will help shape new memories for generations to come.
If you're living with pain or recovering from surgery and don't know where to start, Lattimore Physical Therapy can help. The Lattimore Promise includes an individual diagnosis with a highly trained licensed physical therapist on your first visit, a personalized treatment plan, communication with your doctor, and a continued personal care plan. You're never more than minutes away from pain relief. Visit LattimorePT.com. Lattimore Physical Therapy.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, Bill Gray's.
When I sprained my left knee, they did so much to help me at
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
With 20 locations throughout Monroe and Livingston County, pain relief is never more than minutes away. Same-day appointments available. Most insurance accepted. Call 1-888-PT-ROCHS.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
Back here in Spencerport, our Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week here on Rock Sports Network, and it has lived up to the billing for the second day in a row here in Spencerport between the Spencerport Rangers and the Pittsford Panthers, as Pittsford has come on the road here today. They've put up a good fight, but right now it's the Rangers leading 3-2. The Rangers got the scoring started. Jaden Mandarano opened things up. Gavin Brown followed with a goal for Spencerport on a nice feed from Zach Tortora. That's how the first quarter came to a close. The second quarter, Pittsford got going. Zach Bennett was able to score shorthanded, going coast to coast from his defensive position, and then Cole Gotts with the man advantage put one home to tie the game. But late in the first half, and I mean very late, 1.7 seconds to go, it was Mandarano who struck again for his second goal of the game to make it 3-2 Rangers, and that is where we sit as we begin our third quarter here today. As we begin the third quarter, still some penalty time to tick off on a big hit that happened in the midfield area right before the break. So Brody Kay as well as Keegan Ahern both sitting in the box still for 21 seconds apiece. As we get started here in the third quarter, I want to remind you that our third quarter today brought to you by Taylor Heating and Cooling. Finding a trustworthy company to handle your HVAC and plumbing needs doesn't have to be difficult. Taylor Heating is a full-service plumbing, heating, and air conditioning company with additional specialties in indoor air quality since 1947. Whether you need an emergency plumbing repair, AC replacement, or just want to make your home more energy efficient, Taylor Heating is the team to call. 500-HELP for more information. Opening face-off is controlled by Spencerport as Sean Bard emerges from the pack with it. He spins away from a defender, and a flag flies. It has been a lot of yellow on the field today, and not just the Spencerport yellow, as flags have been flying early and often in this game today. The Rangers will smartly ensure that the remaining seconds on those offsetting penalties expire before they give up possession here. As Mandarano spinning with it up top. Patiently looking to pick his spot here against Bennett. Mandarano barreling ahead against Bennett. Trying to maneuver his way through a trio of defenders. Maintains possession, but his pass across is deflected back out towards the back line. Spencerport will maintain possession. Penalty will now be assessed. With 10:55 to go here in the third quarter, as the Rangers are going to have a golden opportunity here to extend their slim margin. It'll be a 30-second penalty. It'll go against Josiah Joyner, who will be the guilty party for Pittsford. And so we'll see the Rangers set up here with the man advantage. Patrick Keedy reverses it. Ajavananda and Mandarano playing up top. Tortora down there on the far side. He has it now. He's chased all the way back out top and reverses to Ajavananda, who nearly had it taken away from behind as penalty time expired, and Spencerport really never got close to getting a shot on that man advantage. Mandarano advancing ahead, and it's going to be turned over. So Pittsford stands the test here on the first possession of the second half with great work defensively. Now Bennett, who has one of the two Pittsford goals, will offset ahead into the middle. Circling back with it is Jack Engine. Now Fliss with Valenti. As Pittsford gets their full complement of attackers pushed forward. Cole Gotts, who has a goal in this game, works up top. It works behind the cage where Erskine is set up. Valenti sends it down low, working in front, and we're tied again as Erskine puts one home. And the first goal of the third belongs to Pittsford. Valenti picks up the assist. And Erskine puts it home to tie us up at 3-3. Goal number 16 on the season for the senior. Violation on the faceoff. Spencerport will be awarded possession. As Bard will have it. Wind starting to pick up here in Spencerport. A little bit of rain falling. And an all-out battle ensuing down on the field. As Dane Lewis, with great work defensively there on the back line, jars that one free from Bard and earns possession for Pittsford. The Panthers start ahead with Bennett. Bennett circling into the middle. Puts a pass ahead that's picked off by Tortora on the run. Here comes Tortora. Rifles one and puts it home. Tortora showing off the defense to offense capabilities, and that's just a turnover you can't have in that spot if you are Pittsford. Tortora with a head of steam. He is not going to miss that opportunity as he picks up his third point of the day and his first goal of the day and extends this Rangers lead, his 27th goal on the season, as the sophomore continues his phenomenal campaign. The draw is going to see players hitting the deck once again. And flags are flying. A lot of jawing going on down on the field as the intensity in this game has continued to pick up. It looks like Chase D'Amico is going to be sent off for Spencerport. And so as Fliss awaits the ready to go, Pittsford's going to be a man up. 30 seconds for D'Amico. Valenti rifles that one high and wide. D'Amico, of course, the face-off specialist for Spencerport, but didn't like how that last draw went and got sent off for what he had to say about it. Just 13 seconds left in this penalty time. Can Pittsford take advantage? Working in front, and that one just popped out of the stick there of Erskine. Now just 5 seconds left in the penalty time. It's Cole Gotts waiting with it behind the net. As they'll reset the penalty time back to 12 seconds. Got caught running when the clock was stopped there, I believe. As it works in front. And Gotts can't beat K as Braden Gotts had a great opportunity in front. Another try from Gotts, and that one got broken up as he tried to send it in. Great work defensively there by Michael Rush. Pittsford maintains possession. Penalty time expires. The Panthers trail by 1. We tick under 8 to go here in the third. Valenti spinning away into the middle, but had it chopped off his stick and scooped up there by Brody K. K on the run. Bounces it all the way back to Taylor K. Now Spencerport looking to march ahead. Rush gives it back up. Timeout going to be called here by Spencerport, not liking what they were seeing on that exit from their own end. 7:15 left here in the third. The Rangers lead by 1 on Rock Sports Network.
When I sprained my left knee, they did so much to help me at
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
With 20 locations throughout Monroe and Livingston County, pain relief is never more than minutes away. Same-day appointments available. Most insurance accepted. Call 1-888-PT-ROCHS.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
Back out of the timeout. Rangers have possession. Tortora splits the defense and marches forward. His team leads by 1 after his goal earlier in this third quarter. As the weather conditions continue to deteriorate out here, Tortora with another nice feed in front. Jamison Brown couldn't direct it cleanly on frame. The Rangers will maintain control. Pitched out wide to Ajavananda. Spinning behind the net, double teamed. Ajavananda circles back, has it knocked free. Pittsford regains control. Ahern gives it up to Weirheim. That one a little behind Fliss, but no problem scooping that one off on a hop. Luke Fliss moves it ahead. And now Cole Gotts will work back into the middle and gives it up to Valenti. Midway through quarter number 3, the Rangers lead 4-3. Fliss out wide. Braden Gotts leaves it behind the cage. Pittsford trying to pick their spot. Erskine sneaks in from behind the net. They couldn't get it to him cleanly as it goes deflecting out the back line and back to Spencerport. They ran that play to some success for Erskine's goal earlier in this quarter, but could not link up that time. That one taken away by Pittsford. Now it's loose again. Bodies tumbling all over the turf. Eventually, the Rangers emerge with it. A couple of hacks up high against Brody Kay as he circles away with it. Has it chopped off his stick. Ahern had it, and then Ahern put him down to the turf, but the Rangers maintain control. An errant pass. It's scooped up on the run there by Cole Gotts. In transition, here comes Pittsford. Morgenstern will drop it back off to Braden Gotts. We'll now slow things down here as we're under 4.5 to go in the third. Want to remind you that our third quarter today brought to you by Taylor Heating and Cooling. Taylor Heating specializes in the repair, maintenance, and installation of residential heating and AC systems. Their team of technicians are fully qualified to work with your plumbing, indoor air quality, and home performance products too. Whether you need emergency plumbing repair, AC replacement, or just want to make your home more energy efficient, Taylor Heating is the team to call. 500-HELP for more information. Valenti finds the mark for the first time today, and we're knotted up again. It's 4-4. Valenti's first of the day. Fliss picks up the assist. And with 3:54 to go in the third, Valenti's 16th of the season has us tied up once again. The draw. D'Amico had it momentarily. It'll be whistled dead. A push. And it'll be Spencerport possession. Tortora will have it. Once again, circling way out high near the midfield line is Tortora. Spencerport has pretty much started all their possessions today out high with Tortora or Mandarano working with it. Now Tortora marching in, thought about firing, finds a pass in front. Right on the doorstep, it's Gavin Brown. He bounces one home, and the Rangers regain the lead on Brown's second of the day. It's Gavin Brown from Tortora again. Second time those two have linked up in this game, and that exact combination once again gives the Rangers the lead back. So Pittsford, they keep answering the bell to tie the game, but they have not led yet in this game. 3:17 to go now in the third. Another big draw upcoming. 3 players hit the turf on that face-off, and eventually it's Ahern for Pittsford, who takes about 4 or 5 hacks there from Bard. Penalty flag flies. And Ahern's a little worse for wear after being chopped up. No love lost in this game, certainly, between these two teams today. And Ahern looks like he's going to jog to the sidelines as he was getting hacked there, and Bard's going to sit for a minute. And Pittsford's going to call for time. Baird's going to sit for a minute for slashing, maybe getting a second per slash on that sequence as Pittsford calls for time. 3:10 to go here in the third. The Panthers trail by 1. We'll step aside here on Rock Sports Network.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
Daddy had surgery and his pain was put to ease.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Back here in Spencerport, another great game brewing here today in Spencerport. 5-4 the Rangers leading Pittsford here in boys lacrosse action, our Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network. And right before that timeout, Baird was sent off for the Rangers for a slash or 2 or 3. He'll sit for a minute. We'll see if Pittsford can cash in and tie the game once more. Valenti has the most recent goal for the Panthers in this game. That tied it at 4. He has it here on the near side. Fliss set up there on the far side. Alva and Braden Gotts working from behind the cage. Braden Gotts gets in front. His shot denied by Kay. He pays the price for working in front, and Spencerport looks to exit their own end. Penalty time over halfway gone. Canale bounces it back towards his goalie, who sends it right up the middle, all the way to the other end, and it's nicely secured there by Dane Lewis for Pittsford. Penalty time has expired as the Panthers march ahead. Cole Gotts. We're under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Braden Gotts leaves it behind the cage. Out wide to Fliss. Cole Gotts draws the defense, gives it up to Fliss, and Kay, another save. Taylor Kay with another big-time denial. His team maintains a 1-goal edge as we tick under 90 seconds to go here in the third. Played ahead on the run to Tortora, who has the go-ahead right now. Down to the final minute. Tortora, just want to correct, had the assist on the go-ahead goal, which was scored by Gavin Brown. Ajavananda had it chopped free. Cole Gotts takes it away, and then he gets slashed. He goes down, maintains possession. Flag flies once again. On the run, here comes Pittsford. That one rang off the bar on the shot from Daniel Coyne. It caroms out of play with 31.1 seconds left in the third. And so a crazy sequence there. And when it's all said and done, a penalty coming up here. It looks like Patrick Keaty going to take a knee in the box here for the next 30 seconds for a push. So 31.1 left in the quarter, and a 30-second penalty will run off. Can Pittsford take advantage? They came up empty moments ago with the man advantage. Fliss. Right into the middle, and one motion directed towards goal by Braden Gotts, but it went just wide. 14.3 to go now in the third. Now down to 7. In front with a chance, and we're tied again. This time it's Erskine with his second of the day. 4.2 seconds to go. And back and forth. The Panthers tie it. Erskine. Second of the game. Fliss with the assist. And that will likely send us into the fourth quarter, tied at 5. Final draw of the quarter. And after another physical confrontation on the draw, not sure exactly what was whistled on that play. Looks like they're just going to take it to the end of the quarter. That's going to do it for 3 quarters of play here. We're knotted up at 5. Fourth quarter coming up here on Rock Sports Network.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
You'll get more for your Monday. You'll get much greater value. You talk to kind, courteous people who really care. They're so sincere. I recommend them to my family. I recommend them to my friends. They've gone way above and beyond my great expectations. It's Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet. Bob Johnson Chevrolet.
Fourth quarter ready to go here in Spencerport. Our Bill Gray's High School Lacrosse Game of the Week on Rock Sports Network. We begin tied at 5. Rangers, Panthers in a all-out battle here today. They've gone blow for blow throughout the course of this one. And now we will see who will land the final punch here in the fourth. Spencerport begins with a turnover after control of that draw. And we begin reminding you that our fourth quarter is brought to you by Bill Gray's. Every Tuesday's Great Plate Tuesday at Bill Gray's, just $9.99 for 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers or hot dogs on top of home fries and mac salad loaded with your choice of toppings, including Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce. Great Plate Tuesday every Tuesday. Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's. Is this one bouncing along the back line and gifted right back to Spencerport. So both teams trade turnovers 29 seconds into the quarter. Appreciate you joining us here today on Rock Sports Network. Be sure to check out rocksportsnetwork.com where you'll be able to watch tonight's game and all of our games this season on demand 24/7 on your smart TV, desktop, or mobile device. That's rocksportsnetwork.com, Rochester's only digital sports channel. Pittsford regains possession and marches ahead to set up offensively as the first true offensive set of this quarter for either team as that one deflected wide as Braden Gotts fired one towards Taylor Kay. Pittsford maintains possession. Panthers trying to take their first lead of the game here, potentially. Valenti denied by Kay again. It's still loose. And in the corner, Pittsford scoops it up with Erskine. He pitches one back in front. Braden Gotts fires one that's denied by Kay. Taylor Kay lofts one ahead, on a bounce, right up the middle. It ends up with Tortora. That's the right man to find. He rifles it ahead to Jamison Brown as the Rangers can set up now. That one a little behind Ajavananda. Tortora goes to scoop it up as we're 2 minutes into the fourth. Pittsford and Spencerport in the midst of a classic here today. Ajavananda gives it up to Keedy, who's being chased all the way back out towards midfield. Great work defensively here by Charles Heasel. Keedy trying to find somewhere to go. And he's going to be whistled for a violation. It's back to Pittsford. Great defensive effort there by Hazel. Right up the middle, the Panthers advance. Working with Healy. Triple team, trying to maneuver through that triple team. He couldn't do it. He lost it. It's taken away by Spencerport. Tortora had it. He got decked. Flags flying all over the field again. And it looks like another penalty coming up here against Pittsford with 9:05 to go in this ball game. We'll see who the guilty party is. It seems like flags have been all over this field. They're almost like a permanent fixture of this field here in Spencerport today with how often they've been flying out. As our trio of officials converse at midfield to try and sort this one out. And it looks like maybe the penalty is going to end up being on Spencerport, which is not what it appeared like it was going to be initially. But it is going to go against the Rangers. So man-up situation here now for Pittsford. Fliss has it right now. Jamison Brown sent off. He'll sit for a minute. And another flag flies. Pittsford also picked up a penalty in that scrum there. So 50 seconds left on each of those penalties, but another penalty now called. As it looks like Pittsford now will be a man up. This has been one of those games that is not real fun to officiate. So Baird's going to sit now for a minute for Spencerport. And so now Pittsford is going to go 5-on-4 here as they set up with the two-man advantage. Or, well, with the one-man advantage, but they each have a player in the box, I should say. And winding and firing, and Kay again with the denial against Braden Gotts. Taylor Kay has been unbelievable in this game. Came in coming off a game where he got his 300th career save. At the rate he's going, he might get to 400 before this game's over. That one whistles high and wide. 21 seconds left in those dueling initial penalties. 31 seconds left in Baird's penalty that came after. As Pittsford trying to cash in. Fliss leaves it right in front. Braden Gotts couldn't find an angle to shoot. Now he sets up behind the cage. Braden Gotts puts one towards goal. It just goes bouncing through the crease and out near the sideline where Pittsford will maintain possession. Crowd trying to say that was a pass and it should have been a turnover, not a shot, but Pittsford will maintain. Valenti denied by Kay. Rebound loose in front and secured by Spencerport. Michael Rush being harassed. Had it knocked off his stick. Spencerport will maintain possession. 7:47 to go. All the penalty time has expired. For now. The way this game's been going, don't be surprised if we have another one real soon. We are still tied at 5. Nobody has scored yet here in the fourth as we're over 4 minutes in. It's pitched ahead on a hop and controlled there by Baird. He pitches one back. And Jamison Brown scoops it up as the Rangers set up. Tortora strides ahead. The wind blowing now to a point where the flag on the near side corner on this end of the field is blown right over. Rain starting to fall as well. Much more heavily as this game has progressed. And these two teams ignoring the elements and just going to war here tonight. Is that one? Did it find the back of the net cleanly? It did. Ajavananda with a bullet in the Rangers. Back in front. So Ajavananda finds the back of the net with 6:47 to play. And the Rangers regain the lead, 11th of the season for the junior. As that shot found the back of the net, rung the bar off the post, it was just labeled. And another scrum, another push in the face-off circle. And Spencerport will be awarded possession. Tortora. Big opportunity here if the Rangers can extend this lead to 2 goals the way this game's been played. It's been a low-scoring, grinding affair here this morning into the afternoon. And now Ajavananda content to eat up some clock here. We're midway gone here in the fourth. We want to remind you that our fourth quarter brought to you by Bill Gray's. Every Tuesday is Great Play Tuesday at Bill Gray's. Just $9.99 for 2 Bill Gray's cheeseburgers or hot dogs. On top of home fries and mac salad, loaded with your choice of toppings, including Bill Gray's famous meat hot sauce. Great Play Tuesday every Tuesday. Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's. And the Rangers say, gimme, gimme, gimme another goal. Tortora finds the back of the net and some breathing room for the Rangers as they extend their lead out to 2. Second goal of the game for Tortora, who's picked up a couple of assists as well. 5-point day for the Spencerport Star. As Joyner emerges with a face-off win. Another penalty flag flies here as Joyner marches ahead. Morgenstern. Fliss scanning his options as he'll wait for help. It comes in the form of Valenti, who dishes it off right in front, right on the doorstep. It's Erskine who snuck in there once again. And right on cue, Pittsford responds. Valenti picks up the assist as Erskine sneaks in from that spot behind the cage right in front on the doorstep to finish off a hat trick for him here today. 7-6 now with 5:15 to go here in the fourth. These two teams battling for every inch, and neither one is going to go away in this one. Joyner with another clean win off the faceoff. Trying to go quick here potentially. That shot from Braden Gotts deflects wide. So now Pittsford will set up here offensively. Ian Erskine gives it up to Fliss. Cole Gotts, who had the opening goal of the game for Pittsford. Up top, it's Valenti. Popped up in the air by Kay. Rebounds loose right in front. And it's eventually scooped up and dished back to Kay by Michael Rush. Kay pops one ahead. Little pump and go there from Baird, and it eventually rolls along to Tortora. This one was blown dead from our near side official. And now Tortora will be given the ready to go. Ajavananda. As we hit the 4-minute mark in this fourth quarter. Ajavananda charging towards goal. He had it knocked free. Crease violation back to Pittsford. Bear Wareheen stepping out of his goal. Looking for options. Pumping. Puts it right up the middle, and it's picked off in stride. A big collision there once again. Another flag gonna fly as Brody Kay took it away. And now Rush delivers a big hit. It's still available on the ground. Who's gonna come away with it? Eventually it's Pittsford. And now the penalty will be assessed, as these two teams seemingly out for blood with these hits they're delivering in this game. And a 1-minute penalty upcoming here against Jack Engen. It's a slash. That'll be the call against him. 3:26 to go here in the fourth. Spencerport with possession, the man advantage, and the lead by 1. As we come down the stretch of this fourth quarter. Mandarano, who's been quiet a little bit here in the second half. Had the big go-ahead goal late in the first half as a part of a 2-goal effort in his first half today. Tortora spins free, finds the soft spot, and buries another. Big goal here late from Tortora. who's showing off the skill once again for the Rangers. He's got a hat trick. And Tortora, 6 points on 8 Spencerport goals. Having another standout day here. And now under 3 minutes to go, a critical face-off upcoming here. And D'Amico with a big win there for the Rangers. Chase D'Amico, his pass was behind its intended target and turned over. Here comes Erskine. Charging ahead now for Pittsford. It works out to Gotts. His shot never even made it to goal. Gotts taken out on the far side, Braden Gotts. He dishes it right in front, and that shot goes wide from Erskine. Pittsford maintains possession. Fliss. Under 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Panthers trail by 2. Cole Gotts being chased back towards midfield. Fliss leaves it behind the cage to Morgenstern. Gotts to Gotts. Back to Gotts. Down low, Morgenstern cutting in front. Valenti didn't have a lane to shoot it. Into the middle. Fliss, he has a lane to shoot it, and he finds the back of the net. 1:42 to go. And the lead cut in half once again. It's 8-7. And so Pittsford cuts the lead to 8-7. 1:42 to play. Another big face-off upcoming here. Joyner and D'Amico. It's pushed back, and Joyner emerges with it for Pittsford. He's getting hacked along. And a timeout going to be called by Pittsford. They have possession, trailing by 1. 1.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Stay with us here on Rock Sports Network.
Customize your great plate every Tuesday at Bill Gray's with hot dogs, cheeseburgers, mac salad, home fries, beans, tots, and more. Bill Gray's Great Plate Tuesdays, only $9.99.
Gimme, gimme, gimme Bill Gray's.
Whether it was Dad letting you grill for the first time, or Grandpa taking you out to a ball game, or even a summer picnic before the fireworks on the 4th of July, Zweigels has created generations of memories that shape who we are and what our community has become.
Daddy had surgery and his pain was put to ease.
Lattimore Physical Therapy.
The Wings are home this weekend. Friday is a Bark in the Park game. Saturday, help beautify the city and get a free ticket, t-shirt, and lunch as part of Clean Sweep. Sunday, kids can run the bases on Cinco de Mayo Day. For tickets, visit redwingsbaseball.com.
It's I before E, except after C. Glad I could help. We're always happy to help, but I might want to clarify what kind of help. Not this.
Where does this go?
It actually goes right there.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
And not this.
Think it needs help.
I have just the thing.
Really?
Happy to help.
We're always happy to help, but what we're really good at is heating, cooling, and insulation.
Out of the timeout. 8-7 Spencerport. 1:35 to play, but Pittsford has possession. Fliss scoops the ball off the turf. And we'll see if the Panthers can cash in here late and tie this game. This has been tightly contested throughout, but Pittsford has never led in this game. Big collision behind the net, but clean, as Pittsford will regroup and set up here offensively. Reverses around to Fliss. Up top, Colgatz. Morgenstern reverses to Valenti. Right in front. And once again, Taylor Kay with the denial. Under a minute to go. Taylor Kay, as he has all afternoon, standing on his head. Under 40 seconds to go now. Rangers will call for timeout with 34.8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And take another look at this one. I mean, Taylor Kay has made some good saves here in this game, but it doesn't get much better than this. Right on the doorstep, this shot is going to come. As Valenti with a great pass in front, and Kay makes the play once again. Taylor Kay has been unbelievable in this game, and he makes the biggest stop of the day so far to keep his team ahead by 1. 8-7 Spencerport. They called for time. They'll have possession here when we restart. As Tortora has led the charge up front, and Kay has manned the back line here today for Spencerport. A 6-point game for Tortora. 3 goals, 3 assists on his ledger here today. And Taylor Kay making more saves than anybody can keep track of in this game. He has been unbelievable. And now if you're Pittsford, got to be ultra aggressive trying to regain possession here in the final 34.8. Tortora has it right now. Being hounded by a pair of defenders. Being tied up and hacked. Maintaining possession. Advancing ahead. But it gets knocked free by Pittsford. Here we go, down to 15 seconds. Can the Panthers get one last chance? But it's thrown away. It's picked off by Brody Kay. It's a great day to be Kay here in Spencerport as Brody Kay lofts it as high as he can send it all the way to the other end. The clock stops with 4 seconds. It's sent down here by Werheim, but that is going to do it. The Rangers outlast the Panthers. They win it 8-7. Is your final score as Taylor Kay makes all the big saves in net. Tortora with 6 points, and the Rangers move to 6-4 on the season with a big-time victory against a Class A opponent here today at home. That is going to do it for us here today in Spencerport. Make sure you're following Rock Sports Network on social media to catch our Bill Gray's Player of the Game post-game interviews coming up later on today. But for now, Mike Rose signing off for Rock Sports Network. Taylor Kay and the Rangers, winners here this afternoon.